Hi, my name is Brad Robbins, co-director on the second Lord of the Rings trilogy, the remake. Um, Initially, when I started out, um, I saw what Peter Jackson did with the first three movies, and I thought it was garbage. Um, so I wanted to remake them,
Yeah.
I wanted to remake them, and so I started out with pre-production and stuff. And as I started directing the films, I realized that if I didn't have a New Zealander working on it with me, that it was just not going to be up to the standards I wanted it to be, which is where I got my co-director, Zach Hedges.
Good day. My name is Zach Hedges. I'm the New Zealand consultant for the second Lord of the Rings trilogy. And the reason I'm involved in this project is primarily that without New Zealand, Lord of the Rings would not have been half as successful as it was. And that's because there would not have been a setting for the film. It's just such an integral part of what Lord of the Rings is that it's really, I think, impossible to imagine the trilogy without New Zealand.
And so we sat down and we started drafting up um, scripts for the new film, and that's when we realized that everything we hated about the original trilogy wasn't necessarily the script. So we kept every single line from the Peter Jackson trilogy, and we just decided everything else was horrible.
Well, yeah, what we felt was that the script was spot on, but in the rest of the film, Peter really bungled it up quite a bit, and so what we took out of the trilogy was the script, and which we felt was excellent, and we took out everything that we felt was subpar, which was unfortunately the cast, the music, the not the setting, obviously. New Zealand is still the setting, and the animations, the producers, and the the cameramen.
Like, we really wanted to take a simplistic route with the new trilogy because with all the money Peter Jackson spent on animation, big star actors, just all this stuff, music, Howard Shore doing the soundtrack, all this stuff, um, it was just a sensory overload, really. Uh, I mean, by the 14th hour of Return of the King, you're just drained. And I mean, after the coronation scene, there's still a good hour and a half, 2 hours of Sam and Frodo walking home to the Shire, and it was just not necessary at all.
We felt like in Jackson's piece, you get so wrapped up in emotions and 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 nice music and climactic battle scenes that you lose what is the essence of the film, and that is the characters
And
and not how they interact necessarily, but who they are as hobbits, as Gondorians, as horse lords, and we wanted to really bring that aspect of Tolkien's work back into the film.
so that's why when we set out to cast, we put a limit on 5 actors. Um,
It may not even be five.
yeah, that number is jostled around a lot.
It's generous.
Um, every single character in the film is played by one of 5. give or take people, and we just thought it was the best way. Is it confusing at times, but it was cheap, and um, that we didn't care about having a gay old man play Gandalf.
It really detracts from the character quite a bit.
I mean, when you look at Gandalf and you see, I, when I watch the Peter Jackson trilogy, when I see Gandalf, I don't see the White Wizard. I don't see Mithrandir. I see
Gay.
gay. Um, and like when I look at the Hobbits, I see I see two Europeans and two Americans trying to
Coexist.
naturally and act like they're enjoying it, which
And it comes off as romantic, which is not at all, I think, what Tolkien was pursuing.